Hi viewers, hi subscribers. Before I talk about the morning traffic congestion, the all people doing Tai Chi and Kung Fu in the parks and stretching, exercising, running, before I talk about the ongoing construction in and around Beijing amongst other big cities in China, I want to talk about life in general in China. This is a typical modern day residential communities. Most residential communities in China are gated communities. I remember my boss asking me if I live in one of these high-rise buildings. Of course I do. And now I want to talk about the general typical morning life in China. These are electric scooters. In the UK they call them mopeds. What you see when you exit your apartment is basically, in most apartments, you see your scooters, you see your bikes, amongst other things. It's rare, unless in all communities, that's why they got car parks outside. But most modern day communities, the car parks are underground, of which you don't see any car in a community with thousands of residents. Now, on the left, this is my community. On the left there, under the sheds, this is where people come and charge their EVs. Now, it is morning time. People are commuting to work. We're exiting our community. This is how life is like in general in China. You've got to navigate through this morning traffic. By navigating through it, it might seem chaotic, but if you patch and you in that traffic, it might seem as normal. I've got used to it. I do cycle a lot. If you do watch my videos, you will see some of my videos where I am cycling around Beijing, where I'm cycling in Tianjin. But today, actually tomorrow, we will be cycling from Beijing to Tianjin. I'll do a video about that. Because now, back to the video, because this is morning time, people are rushing. Typically, people will be rushing, doing their school runs, truck commuting to work. There is another fellow cyclist. The reason why I cycle is just for fitness purposes. And there's buses, there's people driving. This is the typical morning traffic along the busy morning roads. So one thing I don't see, if you see busy like cars, scooters parked like this, which means on the right or on the left, of which that recent what I just showed you, it was on the right, there is a subway station. People cycle to subway station, park their scooters, park their bikes, and commute. Now you see this fellow. I have to cycle to show you this. You will see it quite a lot. Remember, this is just before 8 a.m. in the morning. So these are delivery people on the ZTO carrier scooter thing. These are delivery people already doing their runs, their delivery runs. When they do their delivery runs, I left early. I can leave my apartment, come back after a week. My parcels are going to be there. On the right, there is another residential community. You see what it's like. I was saying that not all residential communities are high-rise residential communities. Now I want to say, and not all roads are busy, but they always lead to traffic congestion where people use the main roads. These are back streets that I'm using to navigate on my way to the gym after doing a school run. Remember what time these are typically parcel delivery people. So when they deliver their parcels, some would have already delivering to the businesses, some would have already delivering to residential areas. And one thing I want to talk about is basically you don't have to worry if your parcel is delivered during your absence. You can come back after a week or after 2 weeks. Your parcel is still going to be outside your apartment. No one is going to take it. Now, just trying to navigate. This is just trying to navigate. Oh, by the way, that's a side of a third ring road in Beijing. That's a side road of a third ring road in Beijing. I like the morning vibe, the morning environment in China. Even on the riverside canals, you will see people already exercising at around 7 in the morning, people running, all people, everyone is quite active. The young generation, I mean the mid generation is the one that's rushing to work. There's already vendors on the streets. So I'll talk about the vendors because you will see them in this video. So people rushing to work, as I was saying. There is another vendor. It's summertime now. The vendors are already popping up everywhere. It's not like it's legal. It is illegal, but they got to make money some way. And that's a subway station. As you can tell, not everyone uses their own bike. Some people prefer to use shared bikes, of which it is convenient to use a shared bike like the yellow, the blue, and mainly with the yellow, the blue. I think the other one is green. When they do that, it helps them that they don't have to repair, service the bikes. It's just cycle and park. Now, this is the park environment. I want you to take a look at all the people in this park. These are all people. When the working generation goes to work, the school generation goes to school, all people go to parks. All people. This is just before 8:15, around 8:20 in the morning. You can tell all people they're already out and about. Some would have from leaving their grandkids at school. Some of them are just pensioners. They just get up in the morning, go to the park to socialize, exercise, dance, amongst other activities. Now, if you want to watch more videos about China, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video. I will continue making these videos.